At the lens itself, not
No,
at there.
yeah, look at there.
There, yeah.
But you won't be far wrong
Yeah.
if you look.
Top there.
Yeah, if you look there. So we'll just see, wait for this to come on.
If I look at the top
Oh,
of it,
it's on.
is it on?
So let's see if we're
Oh, that's
if our
magnificent.
sound is coming out. Hang on.
So at the lens itself, not
No, yeah, look at there.
there, yeah. See, if I look from this angle,
So that is it. That is it. Right. So we're on. We're on. We've got the new technology. We've got the mics. We've not got the holding
that's
mics.
magnificent. Makes the day so much easier.
It does indeed. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. But Aubrey, let's talk about sun cream.
Yeah, I've actually got a number of small bottles of sun cream to bring tomorrow morning. This came, the message came strength 5 to me at the tractor thing on Sunday. Trying to remind people to put sun cream on. You know, they don't realise with a light breeze blowing, you'll burn terribly, you know. So, yeah. So I've got a few bottles to put on the tables tomorrow, get guys to put it on before they go out.
It's a big message to send out, isn't it? That in this sunshine, the sun isn't always your friend, so you've got to look after your
Yeah,
bits and
absolutely.
pieces, haven't you? And if you have got anything that's a bit unusual, just pop down to the doctor.
Yeah.
But if it's not quite right, there's nothing to be afraid of, is there?
No.
Because they've got some lovely people up at Ramsey Cottage Hospital
Very good.
who
Very
look
good.
after you.
That's in fact the last time I saw you was up
That's
there.
right, yes.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
sharing stories about our moles and things.
Yeah. In fact, that's exactly the thing we were doing.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And what a good opportunity it is just to send a message to all those people out there who are in the Manx community and out in the sunshine. Put your sun cream on, look after yourself, check your bumps and your lumps.
Yep.
And if something isn't right, go to the doctor. Let them see things perhaps a little bit earlier.
Absolutely. They're very, very good up there too.
I do,
They've got
I
some
like them.
remarkable people up there, you know. I really have. My son's been going there for quite some time now. And they've sorted out a lot of problems that he had there. But it's certainly a very, very important message to get across.
Yep,
If you've got anything you're unsure of,
possibly the friendliest medical team I've ever come across. And they're all so darn good looking, aren't they?
they are indeed.
Aren't they? Fantastic. It's a real pleasure to go up there, but 10 out of 10, get yourself up to the doctor if you just need to. And I think you know now, you can look online and find out what's right and what's not so right and
Yeah.
make that call. So anyway, look, we've done our public information message.
That's good.
We've
Yeah,
done that.
that's good to do that.
So we'll talk about tomorrow's big event. So it's the Bobby Moore. The Bobby Moore Classic, would you call it? Or the Bobby Moore Day?
I think so. You know, I like to think it's the premier golf event on the island. I know there's lots of other competitions around, but I think it's got a lot of nice class to it.
Prestige.
Prestige is the word I was
Yeah,
looking for.
prestige is the word.
Prestige is the word I'm looking for.
And it's got a long history now, over, what, a dozen years?
12 or 13 years. I think it's certainly 12 at the minimum.
Yeah.
And it's got a proven track record, and it's made a marvelous contribution to the Bobby Moore Cancer Fund. It really has, and a lot of research is done there. And Stephanie, whenever she's here, tells us all sorts of stories about advancement. It's also one of the cancers that can be measured, believe it or not. Bowel cancer can be measured for seeing how good it is being used and how it is restricting the growth of these cancers. So it's a nice thing to have, where you can measure what your intake is going to be and what.
Well, I mean, development has just come on leaps and bounds, hasn't it? And this is done
Absolutely.
through fundraising and research and advancement in technologies and thinking.
Absolutely.
And even though this is one golf day on the Isle of Man, it's still a part of it, isn't it?
Absolutely, a very big part of it. Very big part of it. I can't say, Stephanie can't stress enough how much she appreciates what the Isle of Man does for it, for the Bobby Moore Fund. As I say, I think it's 350,000 we've raised.
350 grand.
350 grand, this little island. And she's very, very proud of it. And of course we are too, as the committee that runs the golf day. and it's very, very, very nice. It's a prestigious event. It's always very good. It's played in good humour.
And we've got our MHK, Mr. John W,
Yes.
who's going to be on the scene.
Yes.
He's going to be on the scene, and we've got the other key people. Who are they going to be? Would you say?
We've got Lee McLennan. Also, of course, Sue, the from PokerStars, our main sponsor. She's been with us for a long time now, about at least 8 years now, I think, 7 or 8 years. And it's nice when you've got a sponsorship or a sponsor that's playing along with you, and you can grow the event, and that's the important thing, I think. And they also add a tremendous amount to the event, PokerStars. But it's always very good, and they're nice people to work with.
So we've got the day is mapped out, we've got the weather booked, we've got a gala dinner in the evening,
Yeah.
We've got a lot of fun, we've got a great course, we've got a hole-in-one prize, and we're just looking over the 11th green, and we're hoping that tomorrow is going to be the big day when
We hope so.
the Honda gets driven away by a lucky golfer. And thank you to Kingswood Honda for getting involved and supporting the event.
They have for a few years now. I think it must be 4 years that they've put the car up for us. Great innovation, and lovely to have. Lovely to see it won.
It is. It's nice to see it there though, because you know when they go through on the third, and they'll see that there's a car up for grabs for one lucky shot, and one of the players tomorrow, Sean O'Connell, actually had a hole-in-one at the 6th on Saturday. So it could be a fantastic double maybe for Sean. What would the odds be of that? It'd be like millions to one, but
But it could still happen.
I suppose if he's playing for PokerStars, that's what it's all about. It's about getting lucky and odds and
Yeah, absolutely.
the most obscure things happening. But other key components for this great day, we've got the hotel, of course. We're here at Comis. We're just taking it all in, really, aren't we?
Just looking at the course today too, with all the heat we've had, I wasn't sure how good it would be, but it's magnificent. It really is looking great.
And if we just have a quick look at the teams, let's have a
Yeah.
quick run through, just see who is playing. Let's have a look, because I managed to snap it before, and there were some big names, some very big names in the local golfing scene. I did like to see my mate Richard Dunn, who's a pilot, on some big jet or other,
Is he? I
and
didn't know
he
Richard was a
is
pilot.
playing for Canaccord. So just remember, Canaccord, it is 1 N and 2 C's. Dermot Hamill will have you if you spell that wrong. I felt his wrath for, miscalculating the, what can I say, the dictation there. So, Simon Marshall, Richard Dunn, Chris Reynolds and Dermot Hamill. They're playing in Team Canaccord. But I like this team. Atla, Basil Bielich, Lyle Crawes, Mark Beresford and John Wagstaff. They've got to be
That good.
favourites
It's
for the day.
quite a nice balanced event this year. When we looked earlier on, there's some very, very potent teams.
Ravenscroft, Greg Easton, Craig Dalton, John Bateson, Hayden McClarney. He's only a young fella, off about 19. It's these golfers who, getting a shot a hole, they could cause some real damage tomorrow with
Absolutely,
these
yeah.
scores. And then, of course, the obligatory Stuart Clegg Services,
Yeah.
they're almost like professional golf day outing people, aren't they?
They do attend a lot of these events, don't they?
Oh, that's your phone
That's
going.
my phone. That's
Are we just
okay.
going to ignore it, or is it
Yes,
something
we're going
important?
to ignore it, because you can always phone
We
back.
can always phone back, yeah. Or just hit delete. And then we got the Steam Packet with Damien O'Toole, Stephen Broadbent, Wayne Lacey. Now, isn't this exciting? We've got the Manxman is going to be arriving soon.
Very soon. Very, very soon. Of course, Lars has got a big input into all of that as well.
I see that.
And she just looks magnificent. We get an update every time we have a meeting as to where she is and how far she's come and all that sort of jazz.
Don't you think that's going to be one of the biggest days on the Isle of Man calendar, that we've got something new arriving?
Absolutely, and belonging to the island. She looks absolutely magnificent inside,
I can't wait. I can't wait to be sat there preparing to go away or arriving on time. You know what I mean? We're
Yep.
not going to talk about that, but they've certainly got the advantage at the moment, the boys down the harbour. We've got Comis, we've got the greenkeeper Gary Corlett, we've got John Belcher, We've got the expert golfer Andrew Jameson playing, who's off a very generous 12 handicap, I'll say, and Mrs. Bentley. And Bentley, who's there off 26.8 with the local knowledge, and I'm sure they've been out practicing like crazy, and Gary will have been skillfully placing those pins so he
Yes.
knows exactly the true line. And if you do know the true line on any of these, Gary, let us know, because
Yep.
outfoxes
We'd
me.
like to know.
And let me see. So we got about, was it like 19 teams?
19 teams tomorrow.
That is brilliant.
I think that that's a maximum we should really have in a tournament like this. I think one year we had 20.
Yeah.
I think 19 we get away with, and it's not too bad, you know, because being a shotgun start, as long as everyone just keeps playing at a reasonable rate, a reasonable speed,
Oh, yeah.
we'll all get around the same time, finish about the same time.
I know, but the longer it goes on, the longer I'm here next to the free bar, and the bill is just going to be, you know, going into orbit for somebody. I dread to think
Lars will have to pick that up, surely.
the last game that comes in, I could be getting served with a writ or something for defamatory language or anything. I don't know, but anyway, look, it's going to be a good day. Thanks for
Absolutely.
popping along to the camera. We've just been testing it out for tomorrow,
Lovely.
so we'll
Look
have a
forward to
bit
it.
more information so you can tune in, and we'll just have a great day. That's what it's all
wonderful
about.
day.
That's good. I tell you what, we'll just